All right, guys, we are back onto the FD spec Barra Falcon. That's it now. It's FD spec.
Maybe.
It's going to be like my other cars. It's going to have everything we need to be like a competitive, awesome car, and then just an NA stock motor, just like the old 370Z over there. However, I don't know, I probably just showed it in that clip there, but the homies from X-Force have come on board with the 370Z and the other cars, and we're going to be working with them on some things. Now, the 370 up to this point is completely dead stock, guys, as far as the power goes. Oh, GK Tech intakes. Other than that, the engine is dead stock, no completely standard exhaust. Now, what I've got here is a full X-Force, well, a catback X-Force exhaust for the 370Z drift car. So we're going to get that on. We're going to be able to test it on the 22nd, but we'll be able to kind of fire. All I've had on this car, when I say it's stock, it's a stock catback exhaust, but then I just cut off the rear muffler to sort of help with flow, and because I was worried about damaging on the back of the car. So we may make slight modifications, being that this is obviously a track only car, and this is obviously meant for a road car. I may just shorten it up at the back so it doesn't stick out as far, because I like to run walls and I'm not going to want to damage beautiful X-Force exhaust system. So we've also got other bits and pieces here for our street cars. We've got some of the Virex mufflers. If you already don't know what they are, they're super rad. They actually, you can do the whole loud, quiet valve in your exhaust system. So we're going to rip everything open. I've gone down this morning and got some dry ice, more metal for the roll cage on the FD Falcon. FD Falcon, that's gonna stick now. It's the FD Falcon. No one's have to do FD with it. God damn it. Anyway, we're gonna keep, well, Frosty's gonna keep going on this. I do have a clutch issue with the 370Z from the last track day, and I got it to that position right there, and it was super duper duper sketchy. I nearly crashed it into the front of my Suzuki, because you can't even pull it out of gear when it's like starts moving. And because it's a push button start car, I did the silly thing, and right where it was, pretty much, luckily I had my foot pretty hard on the brake. I've turned the car off, then tried to turn the car back on to put the windows up, and the thing just tried to start because the clutch is on the floor. So rather than just turning to accessories, it tried to start and plow itself into the front of the Suzuki over there. So that is a problem that I need to try and sort out. But yeah, we got a ton of metal and all the stuff we need to pretty much finish this. Due to getting a bunch of cool stuff for 370Zs and JZXs and whatnot, we are...
And timeline.
We
2 weeks to finish 3 cars.
Frosty wanted to TIG out the roll cage. Tell him MIG. So we are just going to MIG out the cage. Saves us like over a day, realistically.
Probably 2 days by the time you do it the way I usually do it, but yeah. You'll be right.
You'll be right. Either way, we're going to get this thing wrapped up from a cage point of view. I'm going to start on the 370Z and getting this new X-Force exhaust on there. I'm actually pretty stoked to hear it. I think it's going to be interesting to see how it changes the notes, because you can go 2 ways with the 370Z. You can turn it into a trumpet, or you can make it sound good. So I'm hoping I get that really good sound out of the X-Force.
Better than the stock pea shooter size pipes like on the back of these.
It's absolutely comical how small the exhaust is on a 370Z. I'll show you guys in a sec when I get it up. But yeah, let's get into it. Hey, beautiful assistant. Oh, you're my beautiful assistant right now, because we've just done a big car shuffle. Move the Zook up, move this out, move that in, because we also got to find out why the clutch isn't working on this thing. And easier to do the X-Force exhaust up on the thing. Tiana, I'm going to put this on there. Can you do an unboxing?
Sure.
I'll just time lapse you, don't have to talk.
That's fine. Not in the talking mood today.
But look, are we going to be... I got one of these for your car if you wanted it. Or do you want it to stay really loud?
I mean, I like that I can change it from quiet to loud. I don't care about the noise really though. The thing you brag about the most is the noise your dose makes. Yeah. I don't care about like just the standard driving noise. You could make the exhaust quieter, but then that would make your dose louder because the exhaust would be even quieter. Let's do it. You're like, you don't have to tell me twice. You hear Tiana going down the road just like... That's all I do.
To be fair, my original car, guys, my VL, my very first car that I ever started drifting in, was exactly like that. It was super quiet exhaust, and then would
That's my first SUV when we made it SR.
Of course, because it was stock exhaust, dead quiet stock exhaust.
Better dose than that.
Yeah.
Probably on par with your VL. No, it definitely was better than that.
No, my VL was definitely better than both. It's a VL.
Even my two-tone dose
anyway,
is good now.
Let's put some friggin' X-Force and Varex exhaust stuff on, because we're going to do the X-Force today. Because, yeah, that's here. These are for the hundreds. I'm excited about these on the hundreds. That's going to be freaking awesome. Yes.
Yes.
All right, thank you, unboxing lady. Do you want to explain to me what everything is?
It's an exhaust system.
Yeah, but what? What's what?
That's the tip.
Those are the tips?
That's about all I know. Mufflers.
Yeah, 2 mufflers, which is pretty cool. I like that sort of setup. The main thing we need to see is how much room we're going to have under here, because obviously it's custom, and normally your back of the car comes out to about here somewhere. So I'm interested to see where everything sits as to what will fit and if we have to customize. And obviously, guys, we're customizing because race car. You know, on your road car, this is like a straight bolt-on system. So what we're going to do now, I think we got the front pipe straight off the extractors with flexies, which I'm super pumped on. These are really cool looking flexies too. Very, very important to have flexies in your exhaust. Then you've got your middle pipes and then your rear section as well, which is, I think we're going to get a pretty good sound out of this too, because there's a big X-pipe in it, essentially, right where that joiner is. It's going to be a big X-pipe, and I don't know. Oh no, the standard exhaust has an X-pipe as well. So it'd be cool. It's just going to be interesting to see the difference in sounds. Frosty, you want to give her a...
And they're also gaskets.
So that's the sound. Let's go ahead and fit this whole X-Force exhaust and see what she ends up sounding like, and then be able to get back to you guys on the 22nd to see how much better this thing rips, because it's definitely going to free up some horsepower. Wait till I get this thing up. The standard exhaust is literally comical on these things. All right, so I'm going to get to work on stripping off the old exhaust. I believe we're coming back to that point up there. I don't know. Let's suss out exactly what goes where and then start getting some stuff sorted out. I'm pretty sure we go to up there, which is actually further up than I thought. So we're pretty much going straight onto the downpipe. So we got a cat delete as well. And obviously mine is a track only car, so all good. All right, there we go. Middle section is in. I lied just before. I thought it replaced the cats, but it doesn't. It joins on just after the cats. Look at that. So you got a mad flexi here. Super happy with how big and chunky these flexis are. Now runs right back past the diff, and this is the area where it's going to get interesting because I have none of the normal back of the car here, so we have to muck around and see what we can do. Alright, so one more time, here's the old one. And Frosty, when you're ready, new exhaust, see how she sounds. That's quiet. That'd be so nice on a street car.
You can hear the fans over the exhaust now.
Oh, you could definitely still hear the fans before, but yeah, a little rev. I need someone here with a stock 370, but I know that's because these things literally sound like a vacuum cleaner stock. Like that, there's no trumpet, which I'm the most stoked about, because it still had trumpet. So I'm quite happy with how that sounds. I like a quieter exhaust. However, we are going to make some modifications. You see here on the back of the car, the reason I cut the back off of this car is because race car, right? The first thing we do is hit stuff with this part of our car, and that, being that this is a race car, will get hit. So what we're going to do is do some modifications, and we'll drop down, instead of 2 mufflers, we're going to drop down to a single muffler, and we're going to basically cut here and run the exhaust to pop out here. So I think I just sat this one on lightly. Yeah, so the idea is we'll end up with some nice X-Force tips right around here on the back of the car, which will be super rad. Should make it just a smidge louder, but I don't think it'll be like bad by any means. I think it'll still be pretty freaking mint. I'll bring the car up now. Alright, so there's the full exhaust system all the way down the car compared to that crummy old exhaust. And these are the flexies I was telling you about, guys. These are so crappy on the stock exhaust. And then, like, look at how nice these ones are. Super nice. Well, they're a little bit warm, but you know, we're talking a considerable bigger diameter as well. Like, the stock exhaust is laughable at best. That's literally a little pea shooter exhaust on the back of this car, well, on this whole car in general. So yeah, we're gonna muck around with modifying it. I knew I was gonna have to modify it because this is a track car. We have to run a muffler on a track car. The way it was before, all I had was the resonators. So that's why this is like considerably quieter right now than the exhaust I had. So all I had before was resonators. So essentially just these two, where now we've got resonators and then 2 mufflers. Street car system, this would be like the bee's knees. I reckon this would be friggin' sick. And obviously on a stock muffler, these are sitting in a perfect position. But being that this is a drift car, not, well, it's a very used drift car. As you can see, the back of the car is non-existent. That's so we can get clearance and touch walls and stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and modify to suit. I think we'll end up chopping this one kind of far back so we can get, maybe go straight up through. Oh no, probably just go here, up, and then we'll be able to 90. So I'll probably chop it right about there. And then on this side, we'll chop it right about there, and then we'll be able to go 90 up and come out in that good spot up here. We should get a super good look out of the car that we want. All right, so we've gone ahead and deleted one of the mufflers. You can see already that's back at a way safer spot. If I get any hits on the back of the car, I'm not going to damage it, and it's back behind the bash bar and tucks up actually super nice in there. And I reckon this X-Force is going to give me the sound I need now. It'll just be a matter of making pipes off of this and bringing them out in cool spots so we can get that rad look that we're after. Alright, so we've been able to scavenge enough off of the old muffler. We've got cut the hangers off as well. And then we've got scavenge, repurpose, same. We're going to use the remainder left over. Gives us enough exhaust. I was thinking out here, but what we're going to do is pop them just under here. We're going to just give them a tack with the MIG. It's not obviously not a stainless welder, but
I just live so far away to get my welder.
Pardon?
I just live so far away to get my welder, you know?
Yeah, full 6 minutes down the road.
3 minutes of your driving.
Yeah. It's going to look the goods from behind as well. Just seeing little like zigzaggy pipes everywhere and stuff without the bumper. So I just spoke to the boys at X-Force as well, and they're going to send me a little like X-Force logo that we're going to be able to weld on, maybe between the pipes or something on the back here. Pretty stoked. Pretty nice. Do you want me to mark some stuff?
Yeah, it's in my pocket.
Which pocket?
Leg pocket.
Oh, there we go, leg pocket. Oh, hello. Oh, is that
straight line and all?
Yeah.
Yep.
That was so bad. Oh, I'm an expert, guys. Before any of you comment, remember this is just to hold it. Just enough to hold him. Buy yours. It just says shirt. Buy yours. There you go, a smidge. Just down a smidge.
Like that?
Yeah. So we're reading through the comments from yesterday's video, guys. We've got German accent for Frosty. We've got another one here that I quite like. Frosty should have an English bunter accent from Initial D when he whispers. I think someone else said something as well. A French man yelling aggressively for Frosty. I don't even know what that'd sound like. I wonder if I can use my voice program thing to like have people yelling. Maybe if I write it in capitals, it'll yell.
Or exclamation mark.
Yeah, that'll be amazing.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll trial out some in this video. I may have already trialed them. Let me know. Any more accent suggestions for Frosty? Chuck them down in the comment section. How sick is this, guys? Look at that. Amazing. So we're just giving it all the little tack ups now, and then Frosty will take it back to his house to tig all up later with Barbie. Oh, that got me. Sorry. That is so cool, man. I'm very happy with that. Is it tacked enough where we can start it and just see the final sound?
Yep.
I'm pretty pumped on that, guys. So we've obviously got to still weld it out for us to get onto the welding out. Falcon wise, let's see where we're at. Door bars are half welded in now. He's doing the other side door bars. The rear is super easy. The rear is just a straight leg down, and the front, he's already done the main thing. So we're very close to being complete on the cage, other than obviously welding it out. Where's the dry ice? That'll be right to use still, won't it? That doesn't dry up. All right, sweet. That's all. All right, it is 3 days later now, 2 days later, the end of the weekend. Had a big weekend with the kids and stuff. But this exhaust is welded out now and finished, other than we're going to do one more hanger in the middle at the back. So that's basically where she's going to sit. And I went ahead and fitted some of my Kansai wheels. The car's not down at its ride height right now. It's not quite on the ground because you've got to get it off the hoist. But yes, new exhaust, new wheels, 370Z is looking extremely fresh. Hope you can agree. Hope you like it, guys. If you haven't already, jump in the store. Some of the sizes already sold out in the new merch, lukefink.com. Go check it out. Peace out. See you in the next one.